Hello, it's October 17th, 2024. I'm bringing you your daily chickie check-in. And this is what I'm going to give the chickies today. We had a banana that was going a little bit brown. And I have my watermelon I bought from them. Watermelon's holding up pretty good. I bought it maybe a couple weeks ago. That's for the little chickies so they get enough water. I'm going to be jiggling a little bit here to get this open. Try not to move too fast to make you dizzy. So here's our little chickies. Coming up. There they are. They're walking around. There's Henrietta the mother. She's a golden lace lion or sea bright. Oh, that's what they call them. It's a Banty hen. There's Flash, the father. He's a mille fleur d'ocle. Sorry about that. I had a scarf on my face. He's a mille fleur d'ocle. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Fancy bird. Got the feathers not just on the legs, but on the feet. And so here's our little chickies coming around, looking for something to eat. That's the sound I make. They already got some, watermelon in there from the other day, but that's a couple days old, so I decided to give them fresh watermelon. See, they like that. Henrietta likes the banana. I like this watermelon because it's made of mostly water. And this is a way for chicks to get water without worrying about them drowning. For anybody who has chickens, you already know this, but for those who don't, even a small, shallow bowl of water, the chickens can drown in. I mean, it's got to be real shallow, or it's got to be one of them chick waters. I've even had them stomp each other to death and drown in specifically made for chicks watering, like the thing where it's the base is metal and you put the chicks, like in their haste to get the water, just trample one in that little crevice where the water sits and drown like that. It was gross. So I didn't use that anymore. And the funny thing was, it was one that was made for pheasants, which are really much smaller chicks. And I was raising the heavy breed chicks, but they still managed to drown each other in that with that water. So I try other ways to do it. What have I tried in the past? I know I've tried like jam jar lids. You know, the store-bought ones with the solid bottom. I've used that. And I can't remember a few other things. But now that I have the big hens in there, they knock it over. So I've been experimenting, and this seems to be working well. Putting the watermelon in there, they'll get their water that way. And they do that on their own. The mother, I do see her every once in a while pick off the watermelon, put in little, what do you call them, little pellets, like she does the bread. But for the most part, the chicks can just go get it themselves. Like the bread, they still rely on the mother to, pick it apart, put it in little pellets, drop it on the ground for them. But the watermelon, they seem to be okay dealing with it themselves. This is the first time I put a banana in there with these chicks. They don't seem to be going for it. They seem to like the watermelon better. Maybe once they taste the banana, they'll like that better. But this is their first experience with it. And who knows? Who knows how good their eyesight is. It's a white food item on a white background. I mean, do they have depth perception? Do they perceive colors well enough to differentiate between the banana and the plate. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm going to put this down there. Oop. Well, I'll put this down here. Sorry about all this wiggling around. I'm not a professional camera person, as you can tell. And so I just put their bread out. There's Mom. Let's see if I can get back there. She's calling her little chickies over, saying, here's some food if you're hungry. I guess she sees them not coming over, so she's like, I'm okay. There's food for Flash. That's the layer mash, I think. I think there's more layer mash in there. Yesterday I topped this off with some of the, what do you call it, scratch feed. So they must have eaten all that. The chicks don't, but the grown hens do. The chicks are too young yet to be interested in that. So there you go. Today it's, the thermometer in here says 40. I got a thermometer in here. Oh! It's cracking up. It's years old. And it's plastic. So this says about, well, it said 40 before I took it out. I have the doors open, so it was probably a little warmer in here before I opened these doors. The poor hens are like, it was warm, and then you open the door. So anyways, I'm going to have to clean this out. It's supposed to get warmer next week, and I'll have to clean this out, take out the cardboard, put new straw in there. They've been locked up in here for the last maybe 15 days, just a couple days after they hatched. I put her in here. And so this needs a clean out. So anyways, you'll get to be able to see what it looks like when it's clean. Well, thank you for checking in.